Hello everyone, and we're getting back into the second set of games. We had a couple technical issues, and we're not even going to get time to introduce everything as the teams immediately start. Everything is going wrong, but we're making it happen. We're keeping it going, and we're going to see the first goal going towards Seton Hall 6 seconds into the game. I'm joined by Hunted. He's sitting there laughing so much because everything has been breaking, but I would like to introduce the teams as well. We've got Providence College in the blue and Seton Hall in the orange. Hunted, how are you doing?
Oh man, great. We went to break and that is what happened. Everything broke.
Yeah, Discord decided to die, so we're now hanging out in Google Hangouts.
Google Hangouts, first ever Google Hangouts cast for me, but we're making it work. And yeah, unfortunately, the players wanted to add on a little bit to our struggles, so they started things early. But we're underway. Game number 1 between Providence and Seton Hall. And Seton Hall, good start to the day. They beat Butler earlier on. It's quite a victory for them. Providence, we watched them drop their most recent match to Butler. It was a 3-0 sweep as Tone looks to get a second on the board there. Breezy will follow. He'll get his second of the game, and it's 2-0 for Seton.
Yeah, very good start for Seton Hall. And yeah, like you were saying, we did see Providence College. We saw both of their games, didn't we? We saw them play against Georgetown, and they took that series and then proceed to lose to Butler. So they've had a bit of an hour's break, would you say? Yeah, about an hour's break after the delays. Yeah, so now they're coming in, you know, after an hour you kind of mentally reset. So both these teams are coming in fairly cold. My doorbell is now going off as well. Everything's going wrong, but we're having a great time. And I hope everybody who is at OS also is.
Yeah, absolutely. Being played in New York City at the current moment. Whether fortunately or unfortunately, we are off-site for that. But it has been quite a lot of fun for us throughout the day so far, and we've got 3 matches, this one and 2 more following this, but I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Seton Hall is playing in all 3 of the ones we're about to watch.
I believe so. I don't actually think Seton Hall had a single game earlier into today. If I check over the schedule momentarily here, Seton Hall played against Butler. No, they played earlier today. That was the one non-streamed game. But yes, now I believe we do have every single one of Seton Hall's games being... Yeah, we do. Seton Hall against Butler, obviously. Seton Hall against Providence, and Seton Hall against Georgetown.
So we're going to get a lot of Seton Hall for our viewing pleasure here, and they're already up 2-0 in this game number 1 against Providence. It is Breezy looking for that hat trick. He's already got 2, the 2 that they have scored so far. As Gamaliel out of the corner, now Tone, leading goal scorer in the league. Great play from Sammy, and Cardona will eventually find the clear. And we wonder why Seton Hall able to take down Butler. I have a feeling Tone is a big reason.
Yeah, Tone is one of those players throughout the season. Breezy and Tone were like the dynamic duo, followed up by Jared. Jared complementing all of their plays, but the 2 of them were just masters of destruction, right? They systematically managed to take out quite a few teams throughout the regular season, and it worked out for them. They always played a really strong game, and it ended up showing in the seedings as well.
Here's an opportunity. Breezy gets there just in time. Gamaliel and Cardona both trying to get there to form the first goal for Providence. This will be played all the way back across the pitch. Gamaliel taking that away from Sammy. Goes right towards Jared. Low shot on goal. Breezy keeps it rolling. Again, already 2 goals in the game. He gets his 3rd. Great read from Breezy. It's 3-0.
3-0 is, again, I said it last set of games as well, but 3-0, especially with a minute 50 on the clock, is such a good spot to be in.
We'll see if they can keep that going as well, heading into what I would assume a game 2 with Seton Hall being up 1-0 in the series, but we'll just have to find out. Still plenty of time for Providence to try to find their 3 goals, but that time ticking very, very quickly if you are the blue squad. Will be Cardona to turn it around. Jared will chase it all the way back. He's got some defending to do. Gets by, does Cardona, but Breezy there one more time to make the touch. Now Tone up off that errant clear by Gamaliel. He gets the double, but no shot on net. A lot of time wasted, however, only a minute 15 left to go. It's still a 3-0 game.
Yeah, at the moment, it is looking very, very good. for Seton Hall. Very strong entry to the best of 5. And that's exactly where you want to be. You want to be making these good, just decisive victories early on, because we talk about the mental game a lot, right? And like getting these decisive victories where you completely shut down your opposition puts you in a really good mental game.
Well, 4-0 lead right now for Seton Hall, and they do not seem to be slowing down. 4 goals on the board for Breezy. 4 goals on 4 shots even. Tone has 5 shots in the game, hasn't been able to crack the defense. He does have an assist to his name, however, as there's Cardona will go over top of the defenders, get one back for Providence.
Yeah, one now to Providence. And again, coming into the last minute, this is a good momentum swing for Providence, right? Because now, if they manage to score a second goal here and start feeling themselves, then we might be seeing a very different game too.
Another 50 seconds left to go. Gamaliel towards the net. Tone will make the save. Sammy wants to keep it going. Breezy gets back in time. It looked like he might have been bumped out of the play if Gamaliel had his way, but unfortunately for the blue squad, Breezy all over the pitch, able to make that save. So now Tone to carry it out, kill off the rest of these 30 seconds now for Seton Hall, as that was saved on the goal line there by Gamaliel, but a bit too little too late for Providence. They're going to have to look forward to game 2.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on the clock, and this looks like... Oh, okay, for a second there, that was an interesting choice for Gamaliel, but I think they are just messing about at the moment. Not too worried if they give their opposition an extra goal. There's like 15 seconds left on the clock. You're 3 goals down. It's possible, but like so statistically improbable that like game 1 is going to go towards Seton Hall, ladies and gentlemen.
And now we have to go and move into game number 2. It was quite the victory for Seton Hall. Providence had some signs of life towards the end, but that was after the victory was fully wrapped up by Seton. So I can very clearly tell why this team, it doesn't shock me that they were able to take down Butler. They have played very, very well here in game 1, and it seems like they are really confident as a team.
Yes, they do perform well together, and they have performed well throughout the regular season overall. Just having a look over a few of their games, they won against DePaul in a 2-3 overall. They trying to see where else they had their bye. Oh, there is a lot of games to look through as we're waiting for this next one. I'm just trying to absorb a bunch of data. My head is still frazzled from us trying to fix everything.
I think Seton Hall went 3-1 on the season. They dropped to Marquette University.
They did
in week 1.
Okay, now you're jogging my memory. They dropped to Marquette in a 3-2 series.
Right.
Marquette took game 1, Seton Hall took game 2 and 3, and then Marquette managed to close it up with a game 4 and 5. And then they proceeded to play against Providence College within the regular season and 3-0 them, I believe. As we're getting into the next game, ladies and gentlemen, there is so much going on. And oh my goodness, that's going to be goal 1 going towards Providence College straight off the bat.
Yeah, only 5 seconds in. It's Sammy who gets the goal. Good play by Gamaliel to set that one up for Sammy, and all Sammy has to do is knock it home. So a good start for Providence here in game number 2. 5 seconds in, you're up 1-0. We'll see if they can hold on to that lead. However, Jared looking for a counterattack of his own. It's going to be Cardona to play it off the ceiling. Now Breezy, 4 goals in the last game, all 4 for Seton Hall, and we'll see if he can continue that goal scoring spree.
Yeah, Providence putting up a good fight. This is the first time out of the season at all that they've managed to take a goal lead up on Seton Hall.
As this one bounces around in front, good play by Gamaliel. Cardona along the side wall. Now Breezy pitches it out towards the front of the goal, cleared away by Sammy. Good. Tone through mid.
Oh, nice.
It will be Gamaliel out of the corner. Is there any kind of follow-up? Doesn't look like it. It certainly seems like Providence, they have that one goal. They're playing the possession game. They're not trying to be too terribly aggressive on offense.
No, they've managed to get a lead now, and now, like I said, I feel like they're trying to slow it down and just not give Seton Hall the goals that they were getting the last time these two teams played against each other. Because it was, as I said, a 3-0, right? So if they can take one game, their scoreline against them is already dramatically improved.
Right.
And their defense, compared to playing against Seton Hall last time, has also been much better. Because last time Seton Hall were finding goal after goal. The scorelines were definitely not in Providence favors. Looking over them, they were, I believe, 0-7 at one point, which you never want to be in. And Tone's going to be able to even out 1-1. 3 minutes still left onto the clock.
And there was some decent defense here for Providence. You can see all three players jumping for the ball and none of them getting in the way. As Tone will make that, and that's just a sign of a bit of a struggle on the defensive rotation. You'd never want all three of your players almost kind of stopped right out in front, as things like that can happen. As it is, Jared, he's over top. Good play by Gamaliel to push it into the corner. Tone and Breezy end up running into one another, but still tied up at 1. 3 minutes left on the clock here in game number 2. Breezy looking for an opportunity. This will bound down in front. Tone pushes it wide.
Now Gamaliel looking for a clear. The ball gets stolen away by Breezy. Send it up good. Jared's going for it. Tone's ready for it. And Sammy, the star of the show, along with Gamaliel. But Sammy and Gamaliel have been pulling so much weight. And Cardona, I guess all three of the Providence players have actually been playing really, really well. Well, we've all had highlight moments. And that's what you want to be seeing out of a team, right? It's great to have a star player, but when all three of your players are performing well enough to have those highlight moments, it's looking good for them. Now Tone with a good runabout. Gamaliel manages to just get the save. Breezy does manage to close it, however.
The dunk by Breezy right here. Tone nearly makes this one work, but Gamaliel just in the nick of time. Cardona, if he opts to go for the fake there, which is a pretty risky move, all things considered, Breezy might not be able to put that one home. But either way, Breezy, good positioning, good follow-up on that rebound, able to knock it home, and it's 2-1 in favor of Seton Hall. Pass down to Tone, just a bit too far ahead. It will be Providence to try to play it out of their own corner.
Okay, getting a nice shot. Sammy with a good save. Jared trying to knock Sammy out of the way. That would have been a goal. We see the bump there. That was absolutely huge, and Gamaliel is on top of it as he does not allow the opposition to find their third goal. Oh my goodness, it's fantastic goes for Cardona with a massive save.
Still the pressure on the Providence end. Good play by Sammy to get it over Tone, but Breezy's waiting in mid. Cardona wants to transition into the offense, won't get the opportunity as Tone will demo him from behind. Here comes Jared, just wide. Again, all three players out in front for Providence. None of them getting a touch on that ball. Lucky it was pushed wide.
Good setup here. Gamaliel with the save, the double commit for Seton Hall. They're not working with them as all three of them hit the ball at the same time. It was a bit too sporadic to try and keep it in control. As we see Breezy setting up his team with a good shot there into the corner, letting Jared knock it straight centered back up. Oh my goodness, that went in.
It's a tough angle from Jared. I don't know how he hits this one as well as he did. Expecting a touch from Gamaliel, but Jared just barred down. Cardona caught on the goal line. Can do absolutely nothing about that. But it makes it 3-1, and, you know, again, this is Seton Hall running away with another game. Providence has to come back. They've got to show us some signs of life here at the end of game 2.
Yeah, no, that was an incredibly good shot. And that's one of those things, right, is when you get those crossbar angles and it does work out in your favor, which it feels like most of the time it will just bounce straight out. But when it does, those are some fantastic feeling shots.
Here we go, final 40 seconds left. Sammy wants to clear it out of the zone. Gamaliel right onto the hood of Tone, who does clear it into the corner.
Demolition coming out onto it, Jared by Sammy. Cardona now having ball position. Sammy flying through the sky. Good save by Breezy.
Still, Gamaliel picks up the play through mid. Back ball clear by Tone. Jared wants to rotate in. 15 seconds left.
Good save by Gamaliel. Oh, Breezy centering it back up. Jared sees an opportunity to get it to Tone. Tone, the triple, contest there coming out. 5 seconds left onto the clock. I think it's safe to say that we're going to see game 2 going towards Seton Hall.
That we most certainly will, and we will have to see if they can close it out in game number 3 as they take that 2-0 series lead over top of Providence. And really, this whole series has felt like it has just been in Seton Hall's control. It never really felt like Providence ever got a ton of momentum, even after they scored that 5-second first goal.
Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, like, you got such a good early goal, and then you just can't capitalize on it, right? You can't get your footing out. It feels like it was a bit of a fluke. But coming into game 3 here, I have faith in Providence. The scoreline is a completely different from how we saw these two teams play against each other. The smallest difference was a net 3, but that was 3-0 the first game they played against each other, and then the next game it was followed up by a 7-0 and then a 5-1. So seeing these scorelines where Providence is getting goals, is managing to play the defense a lot better, is really, really good and shows a very clear sign of progression.
Well, if you take a look at the shots, Seton Hall well out shooting Providence there in game number 2. 11 shots to 2 for Providence, unfortunately, there. And it's kind of been the theme of the day. A team that is struggling in a series typically is having offensive issues, whether that means that they're not winning the challenges through mid or they're just not generating things on the offensive side of the ball. And I think that this series is no different.
Yeah, no, I think that is the thing, right? You can have a perfect defense, but if you can't find any goals out of that, then you're never going to be able to take those leads and take those advantages in stride.
We're underway, game 3. As Tone plays it out of the corner. Breezy doesn't get there. I don't know if he got bumped on the backside or not. That looked like an easy goal for Breezy, and unfortunately, he can't put it home.
Cardona trying to get it past Breezy there. Breezy does deny that, centering it back up. Sammy and Tone contesting each other. Jared setting himself up. Hit that corner by Gamaliel, trying to get it away from the front of his goal. Successfully doing that as a shot straight on to Seton Hall's goal is made. And that's going to be Providence once again taking a really early goal.
This is just not a great challenge by Tone. It results in a pinch with Sammy, which I can understand Tone's trying to make a back pass, but that's a dangerous one as Sammy does eventually get the pinch and the goal. So it's 1-0 now for Providence. They had the early 1-0 lead in game 2. Were unable to maintain it. We'll see if they have better luck this time.
And now is the chance, once again, Providence given another opportunity to try and take their lead and stick it to that opposition. But Jared's got an absolutely fantastic attempt, and he is going to score. Bringing it back 1-1 we're barely 30 seconds into the last goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And this play starts because a couple of poorly timed double commits from Providence on the defensive side there. Unfortunate. And something that they certainly need to clean up on. That's also been something that we've seen a lot of today. These teams really like to double commit for these balls, and it can work in your favor sometimes, but more often than not, it's going to turn into an offensive opportunity as we see another one here. Gamaliel looking for Sammy. But again, that whole play starts, it's a 2-on-1 the other way purely because 2 offenders went up for the same shot.
Breezy here now looking to recenter it for his team. He's not going to find the follow-up as Gamaliel clears it out. And I think that's the thing. We're seeing a lot of double commits. A good attempt coming out here. Gamaliel being in the right spot though, Hunted.
Yeah, help out his teammate and Sammy, who just made the pinch save on that post. Cardona wants to keep the ball in. Jared chips it by Gamaliel, sends Breezy away. Breezy, 1-on-1. He gets harassed from behind though by Cardona. Now Tone out towards the front of the goal. Not going to work quite yet. Jared, great pass looking for Breezy. Sammy though, other ideas. We'll touch it into the corner. 2 minutes gone by, still 1-1. Breezy shoots, and it's saved away by Gamma.
Saves. And now coming out, it's once again Providence's chance to try and close this out. We see Sammy in a good position. No boost, though. Not going to be able to follow it up. Gamaliel tapping it up, playing patiently. Sammy is looking to get that corner bounce. Doesn't quite find it as they do get slightly outplayed there. Gets it past one of the defenders. A good hit from Gamaliel. He's going to try and make a run down here. A pass to Sammy is not made as Tone steals it away.
Cardona, good pinch along that corner wall, and again, we find ourselves knotted up at 1 with half of the game gone by. Tone doesn't make the touch, actually forces Cardona into a difficult spot. Sammy will come over the top to make the play, however. But it's Jared now into the blue half. Breezy to challenge. Gamaliel gets the better of him there, and this will give Cardona a chance. He goes by Tone, and with 2 minutes left to go, some great pressure from Providence. It just needs to turn into a goal.
Yeah, Providence here really starting to turn up the heat. 2 minutes on the clock. It's been a good few minutes since we've seen a goal off the backboard. Breezy doesn't get the angle. He's busy freestyling around, and unfortunately, he just didn't find the connection.
Great play from Jared in mid. 2 back-to-back 50 wins. As Sammy and Cardona, they get tangled up in the corner. Tone out in front. Breezy's there. Save made. Just got a piece of it, did Cardona.
Yeah, that was looking not great when Cardona and Breezy got a bit tangled up, like you said. Like that put 2 of their players out for a moment there. That was a great offensive position and play for Seton Hall to make, but we did see a fantastic save coming out. Unfortunately, we are going to see Seton Hall sneak a goal straight past Providence College. Providence tried to make a good effort there, but Sammy was, by the looks of it, still in cooldown off of the flip, just landing, and couldn't get back up in time.
And if you're going to double commit to the ball, somebody's got to make the touches. Gamaliel off the kickoff scores.
Oh my goodness, and suddenly we were back for 2-2. Super duper unfortunate decision making coming out from Seton Hall, as they did not expect that. The double commit to just them not grab any ground. Gamaliel playing it slightly delayed, managing to find that goal because one of Seton Hall's players was still rotating for boost.
And that'll knot us up at 2 with 1:18 left to go. Jared is looking for Breezy through mid. It's going to be Tone to eye this one up. Interesting little pass down towards Jared, and we play out of the blue corner now as Gamaliel. He'll maintain possession. Trying to beat Breezy through this midfield. Oh, this is on net. This is in the net. It's 3-2 now for Providence.
Did that? I just want to highlight Gamaliel's boost management. Even after all of that, he still had 30%.
Great play from Gamaliel. What a dunk. What an angle. How does that go in?
What a play. I think that's the only thing you can say. Now, for the first... Oh, well, I guess for the first time within the last minute, Providence is up a goal. They're in a fantastic position. Ladies and gentlemen, we might see this go into game 4. Even 5. Is this going to be the reverse sweep for Providence?
Well, they need to close this game out first, and they're on defense now as there's Breezy posting in. He's got his second of the game, and we're tied at 3.
You know, it gets referenced a lot in a lot of casts, but man, Caster's Curse is a real thing, and I really should stop trying to hype people.
Hey, Providence still has a chance. I mean, there's 37 seconds left. We're tied at 3. Next goal likely wins the game. You never know, as this kickoff does go in favor of Providence. They'll be on the offensive side of the ball with 30 seconds left. But great battling, I think, between both of these teams as Tone gets a lucky little bounce. He still makes the play. It's sitting out in front. It's in the net. Jared scores. And Providence, they go down a goal with only 19 seconds left.
Yeah, Seton Hall now being a goal up. This, there was the rotations came out there, and unfortunately, Providence just couldn't find them in time. There was a lot of decisions to be made there. I think there was some questionable usage of trying to go for the boost, but unfortunately, that's how life plays out, and we are going to see Seton Hall 1 goal ahead. Are they going to be able to 3-0? 10 seconds left onto the clock, Hunted.
Now only 5 as Breezy makes great work in that corner. Jared over to Tone. He'll let it bounce. That's it. Seton Hall takes game 3 with a flurry of goals in that final 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, Seton Hall played that extraordinarily well, and we got another set coming out overall. We will be moving in to the next game, which will be Butler versus Seton Hall, and I think this is the game of the day, right? This is seed number 1 against seed number 3. I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and it should be a good game. But thank you for the teams for playing, and we will see. Oh no, that is the last time we will see Providence this evening. I'm really looking forward to seeing Seton Hall playing some more games, and we'll be right back after a short break.